In one city, on one night, two human beings made opposite choices. A young woman goes for a run in Central Park. A group of teenage boys surround her. They don't need money. They're not high. They're not starving. They drag her into the bushes and destroy her life, purely for fun. A few hundred miles away, a plane crashes into an icy river. People are drowning. One man keeps passing the rescue line to strangers. He saves life after life until he disappears under the water himself. Same species, same planet, same nervous system. So what makes one person torture for fun and another die for strangers? Most self-help videos tell you you just need more discipline, better habits, better mindset. Cool. But if that actually worked, you wouldn't still be procrastinating on the same things you swore you'd fix 3 New Year's Eves ago. So in this video, I want to show you something much simpler and way more uncomfortable. Every decision you make is controlled by just 2 things: pain and pleasure. That's it. Why you stay in toxic relationships, why you don't launch that business, why you keep saying I'll start on Monday. You're not lazy, you're not broken, you're just wired, and someone or something has been doing the wiring for you. By the end of this video, you'll know why you don't really follow through, how advertisers and politicians literally program your decisions, and how to flip the wiring so the things you say you want become the things you actually do. Let's start with something you know too well: procrastination. You know you should go to the gym, have that uncomfortable conversation, fix your finances, finally start that project. Intellectually, you're sold. It makes sense. So why don't you do it? Because your brain is not driven by what's logical. It's driven by what it believes will hurt and what it believes will feel good. We don't avoid tasks. We avoid the pain we've attached to them. Think about taxes, or that thesis, or talking to someone you're attracted to. You're not avoiding the action. You're avoiding the fear of looking stupid, the fear of failing, the discomfort of not knowing what you're doing. And on the other side, there's a sneaky instant pleasure. I'll just check my phone first. I'll start after this episode. Have you noticed how you'll ignore a task for weeks and then suddenly do it in one intense burst? That's not discipline showing up. That's you changing what you link pain and pleasure to. At some point, your brain goes, if I don't do this now, it's going to hurt way more. That's why so many people suddenly become productive on deadline day, or magically find time when things are about to blow up. And if some of that hesitation, pressure, or mental noise feels familiar, I put an anxiety test in the bio. It's something I genuinely recommend if you want a clearer read on what's going on the inside. Let's look at 2 extreme examples. On one hand, imagine a billionaire who's obsessed with winning, owning the biggest buildings, the flashiest toys, beating everyone else in the game. On the other hand, imagine someone like Mother Teresa, walking through sewage and slums, caring for dying people nobody else wants to touch. Different lives, different values, but under the hood, the same operating system. Both are being driven by pain and pleasure. One links massive pleasure to winning, owning, being number 1, and massive pain to being second place. The other links massive pleasure to relieving suffering and massive pain to seeing people in misery and doing nothing. Your destiny is shaped by what you learn to associate pain to and what you learn to associate pleasure to. This is the scary part. Most of these associations are not conscious. They come from what you saw your parents do, the kids you wanted approval from, the teachers, heroes, and celebrities you admired. Random moments that burned into your nervous system. For example, maybe as a kid, every time you spoke up, you were shut down or laughed at. Now speaking up equals pain, so you stay quiet. Or maybe you got praised every time you overachieved, so now resting feels wrong and being busy feels safe. And that conditioning is being reinforced every single day. If you don't decide what you link pain and pleasure to, someone else will. Advertisers know this. Politicians know this. Social media companies definitely know this. Their job is simple: get you into an emotional state, then glue their product, person, or idea to that feeling. Take a classic example. A massive pop star in a soda commercial. You see the music that you love, the crowd, the energy, the fantasy. Right when your emotions peak, boom, logo. Product, tagline. They're not selling sugar water, they're selling a feeling. Your brain goes, soda, this is a vibe. Same with perfume ads that barely even show the product. It's all sex, mystery, luxury, and then a 1-second shot of a bottle. Politicians do the same thing, but with pain. Attack ads don't just say, I disagree with my opponent. They show crime footage, pollution, economic collapse. Then face off the opponent, name, maybe one quote out of context. Why? Because people will work harder to avoid pain than to chase gain. If a candidate can make you feel that voting for their opponent is danger, you'll move. Now, zoom out. It's not just ads. It's the feed you scroll, the influencers you watch, the slogans on repeat. Every day you're being nudged. What to fear, what to desire, what success looks like, what failure feels like. If you don't run